All right. Good morning, everybody. It is the 12th day of January 2021. It is 9:02 a.m. Welcome, everybody, to training. Those of you that are going to be watching this on YouTube, because Peyton and I are famous because we're YouTube people. Anyway, I want to welcome you as well. Peyton is actually our ALC Tech Committee Chair. And he has done extensive social media work, and that's how he's built his business. So I'm excited to have someone like Peyton with us and have him spend the next hour with you. So sit back, enjoy, and off to Peyton.
Hey guys, I'm Payton Blaylock. Know a couple of faces here. A lot of you guys are new, so welcome, and I'm excited to help you guys, start off and kick off your real estate journey. It's a pretty amazing business, so especially once you kind of build your business and you get things rolling, it really does give you the freedom to live the life that you want, but you do have to work at it. So, like I said, I'm Payton Blaylock. I run the Blaylock team. This year was our record-breaking year for our team. I've been running it for about 5 years now. We hit right under 100 houses or transactions on the year, and I have 3 people that work with me. So we were right at 17 million. So we're pretty proud of what we were able to accomplish this year. And I will say about 50% of that was leads and buyers that we picked up off of using social media. So Facebook, Instagram. We've started diving into TikTok a little bit. I feel I'm 31, so I feel like I've kind of I just missed out on the TikTok stuff. And I don't have the mental capacity to be that creative every single day, trying to get people to look at me. So I stick to what I know, what I grew up with, and that's, like I said, Facebook and Instagram. So real fast, I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you guys. So the intent of this class is it's kind of a basic understanding of how social media and everything works. Just a second. Can you guys see my PowerPoint? Everybody looks good. Okay, good. So this one's kind of a basic understanding of how everything goes. And then if you guys ever need anything or want me to dive in more in depth, let me know. We can do one-on-ones. And I'm also creating another course that's kind of a bigger, deep dive into this too. So the class is called How to Increase Your Digital Footprint, AKA how to not be annoying on social media and still grow your business. So and this isn't just social media, this is our digital, this is what our idea is. It's called omnipresence. Omnipresence is the state of being widespread or constantly encountered. So other words, it's making your ideal clients and the people that you know feel like you're everywhere all the time. So that's whenever, they see you on Facebook, they see you posting on Instagram, they see you running the ads. You guys know whenever you look at something on Amazon and all of a sudden there's a little advertisement following you around everywhere you go on the internet, including on Facebook and all the social media platforms. There are some tricks, and that's way deeper, that I can show you guys how to do that. But it's you're creating the feeling that you're everywhere all the time. That way you stay top of mind to your ideal clients. So social media aren't just apps that you're addicted to. Why use social media to grow your business? Well, over 4.5 billion people use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and it's growing every single day. These numbers are from July of last year. I guarantee you it's over 5 billion people at this point. Average person spends almost 2.5 hours per day using social media. So yes, it's kind of a curse, but for us, it can be a blessing. Believe it or not, the fastest growing age group on social media is 65 and up. So the older people, our grandparents' ages, are getting on there and they're using it. They're using it actually pretty well for the most part. 49% of users will click on a page or an ad to make a purchase. If you've ever just been scrolling through Facebook and you saw something you like that you bought, that's the power that this has to influence your purchasing decisions. Over 65% of consumers say that social media influences purchasing decisions, like I just said. The easiest way to share content and engage with people that you already know. This is so much easier than having to call people all the time and making cold calls and sending out mailers, all of that. It's the easiest way for you to create your own influence. And then on this little graphic, you can kind of see daily time spent using social media. And this is actually broken down into the age groups. So 16 to 24 years old spends almost 3 hours a day using it. So these are the people that they may not be target customers now, but if you can get in front of them, this is your long game stuff. This is where, if that 18-year-old here in probably 6 years or so is going to be looking to buy a house, buy their first house. So if you can create yourself, get in front of them and make it known that you are their go-to person, you're probably the person they're going to reach out to whenever it's time. It really doesn't get too much better with the 25 to 34-year-olds. It's 2 hours and 34 minutes. So same deal. 35 to 44 years old spends 2 hours and 14 minutes. 35 to 54, almost 2 hours. And then 55 to 64, they're a little more disciplined at an hour and 20 minutes. But of course, these 16 to 54-year-olds, these are the people buying and selling, or not, the 16-year-olds aren't buying houses, but this is pretty much your big target right here. And they all spend 2 hours plus a day using social media. Next up, I'll talk about Facebook. Most of you probably already know what Facebook is. If not, go create an account right now. It's the easiest way to get in front of people.
Hey, Payton.
Yeah.
Can you let Victor in?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize somebody was knocking on the door. Let's see. Yeah, I got Victor and Dawn to admit. There we go. Thanks for that, up.
All right, buddy.
All right. So, like I said, Facebook's the easiest way to reach your audience and has many tools to help you do so. So, of course, the networking with on Facebook is incredible. You can network with people that are your friends, people that are like second level friends, your family, anybody you want to reach is probably has a Facebook page. The next tool are your business pages. Now, these aren't incredibly important because these are more like websites for you at this point. You're not going to grow your business too much with your business page, but I'll go a little more in depth in a second on why it's important to have one. Facebook has groups. You can start your own group. You can join a group. There's so much value in that. Again, I'll go a little more in depth in a minute. Facebook stories and the use of video through Facebook is huge. So your business page, like I said, it's just as important as having your own website. Whenever you Google somebody's name in, say Payton Blaylock Real Estate, one of the first couple of links that are going to pop up is going to be your business page. So definitely create one. It just gives you a presence. It's like a business card on Facebook. Again, you're not going to get a ton of people following it, but definitely post on there to show that you have presence. Most consumers are going to look you up on Google or Facebook as part of that presence. It's also required to run ads. So I'll have a whole another class about running ads through command. But in order to even mess around with running any kind of Facebook ads, you have to do so through your business account, your business page. Don't worry about likes on this. They're great, but they aren't necessary. Like I said, it's just like having a website. But be active, regular posting, make sure your profile is complete, add your hours, add your about section, make this as much of a part of you as possible. All right, so Facebook groups, these are extremely important in your education in real estate and growing your presence and your influence. So you can start Facebook groups. I have one called the Blaylock VIP group. And what I do is I invite every single one of my past clients in my sphere of influence into that group. So what I do, one, it gives me a great way to be able to connect with those people. Basically, I can send out little nuggets, nuggets of value to them. I did one yesterday that was, hey, here's some great tips on winterizing your house as it gets colder outside. Things like that. It's just, your goal is that you're always trying to be in front of these people. So I definitely recommend creating a group, invite all of your sphere of influence into it, make it a little club, do little giveaways in it, stuff like that. It just kind of gives you a presence and allows them to look at you as the leader in real estate that you are. You can create niche groups. So that would be like, I'm sure everybody's seen the community pages. I'm originally from Collinsville, so I'm part of the Collinsville Connection, which is really funny. I actually was one of the founders of that back in like 2009, whenever I was 20. I hadn't even thought about getting into real estate at that point. It was just fun to create a page for our town. And little did I know that I'd be telling people now how important it is to create groups like that. And I'm really mad at myself that I didn't have time to really manage it. So I relinquished some of my admin power on it, and I could have had one of the biggest community groups in the area now. But yeah, I mean, if you're from somewhere, look up those wherever you're from, look up their pages for that or the groups for it, and see if you can create a page or a group for it and add any kind of news, like local news to it. Just get people engaged, and don't be in there, hey guys, interest rates are dropped. People don't care. So they really don't. Whenever you post about being in real estate, make it fun. I'll go more in depth on that here in a few minutes. And then join industry groups for training or new ideas. So I'm going to put into the chat really fast some Facebook pages that I really think you guys need to follow, or groups that you need to follow. Where's my little chat? Or actually, I'll put them in at the end. But lab coat agents, I'll put it in the chat later. But that group has helped me grow so much. It is the largest real estate group in the world. And what it does, it's all of these people coming together, giving ideas, and bouncing ideas off one another about, hey, does this work? What do you think about doing this? And there's so many trainings on there, and just networking and masterminding going on, that if you actually get into these groups and you give your 2 cents and you're willing to participate, you're going to grow so much, not only as a realtor but as a person, because you're going to find your voice and you're going to find your influence. Next up is Instagram, the gram. Instagram has over 1 billion users at this point, and probably more than that. Again, this data was from July 2020, so it's probably grown even more. The average post has over 10 hashtags. If you don't know what a hashtag is, it's basically a way to find, think of it as categorizing your posts.
Hey, Payton, one more time, check your waiting room.
Oh, good Lord, man. Nobody's in it.
Okay.
Yep, we're good. It's like people showing up late. No, we're good. So a hashtag is a way to kind of categorize your post. So if you click on a hashtag, it's going to send you to a page that has every other post that has that same hashtag. So, real estate hashtags are big. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Elizabeth, for putting in lab coat agents in that chat. 71% of usage on Instagram is under the age of 35. So you're getting a lot of young families, first-time home buyers, a lot of influence for that category of what your of your target audience. The average user spends 53 minutes per day on Instagram, and Instagram stories reaches 500 million accounts now. So those are kind of your little quick posts. And then Instagram actually gets 4 times the engagement that Facebook gets. So what a great way to post in there and get conversations rolling and gain your own influence. There's another thing that I haven't updated this slide yet, but Instagram just released what's called Reels. And that is basically Facebook, Instagram's competition to TikTok. So it's all short form video, 30 seconds or under. I started messing around with it last week with little 30-second house tours of just really cool houses that I went out and scheduled showings for, and just did a quick run through of the house and posted it. I've gotten a ton of engagement and views on that, and that's with me not even hardly doing any editing of the videos. So definitely get on Instagram, check it out, check out Reels. It's definitely worth your while. Now, for as far as our content and our engagement, this is probably the most important, because this is how you get people to actually view your posts and look at you as that leader and not only in real estate, but as in business. So first, I want to talk about the penny, nickel, dime strategy. So this is a strategy that was come up with. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know who that is, go follow him. He's on every social media platform. He is such an influence on how to, again, I always bring back this word, how to gain influence through all this. So the penny, nickel, dime strategy is you make one post per day, and this is on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, do that as well. So one post per day, 5 comments per day. So that's, and this does not include happy birthdays, but so find 5 posts on every one of your platforms that you're going to engage in, and you actually make a post that is genuine. Don't be like, that's cool, or, cute, or things like that. Actually make a well thought out response to a post and make the comment. That's going to make you engage with people so much more. And then after that, expand on that. Maybe the next day maybe you get to the point where you're doing 10 comments a day. That's not only going to help your engagement with your people, but it's also going to influence the algorithms on Facebook, Instagram, and all the other ones to where your posts will be seen more. And then like at least 10 posts a day. So the way I always equate this is liking someone's post is like giving them a thumbs up. Commenting on someone's post is like giving them a high five. So the high five is more, you're actually, contact with them. The liking is just like, oh, hey, that's cool. So here's the big one. For every one business post, you should post 4 personal posts. So don't fill your feeds up with nothing but business. You're a real person. Show people your realness. Be authentic. Again, don't be just going on there saying, hey, interest rates drops, it's time to buy a house. People really don't care that much about that type of stuff. They're not gonna open their eyes to that. They're not gonna perk up and say, oh, it's time to buy a house. I'm gonna reach out to them. Your overall goal is dropping little nuggets out there here and there that people are reminded that you're in real estate. Just don't be all up in their face about it. So content ideas. So I'm really, if you go on to my Facebook page, or not my business page, I don't post a lot of this type of stuff. It's mainly on my Facebook page. I do a lot of funny real estate memes like this one. So This week on House Hunters, husband $1,200 stimulus check, wife $1,200 stimulus check, budget 3.69 million. I find that hilarious. And most people are actually they're going to equate to that. Like they're going to understand that. They're going to find that funny. I also post interesting old houses, things that are just going to catch people's attention. Community highlights. I'll post engaging questions, and that's not like anything like super well thought out. It's, what's the last picture of your pet on your phone? Comment it. Just, it gets people actually engaging with you. We post our success stories, so like client success stories, and then we'll run contests too. So like this one, we did a teacher contest where we nominate your favorite teacher to win, and we gave $50 towards their classroom project or supplies, and we also gave a $50 Target gift card to treat themselves. My wife was a former teacher, and now she's my business partner, so we have a soft spot for teachers. But I do say, think of other, what we would call community heroes as well. So think about your doctors, nurses, firefighters, police officers, coaches. Coaches are a really big one. People with kids that have people that have kids that play sports. Nominate your favorite coach. So stuff like that, we do a lot of. The biggest thing is, I'm sure you guys have seen for a long time, the people that ran those contests that say like, comment, share this to win. Facebook has really clamped down on that. So for whatever reason, they've pretty much set their algorithm to where it really suppresses those kinds of posts. So don't do like, comment, share. Do stuff like this, where that's how we got around it. Nominate your favorite teacher. That way people went in and they would comment on that post and actually tagged their favorite teacher, and then most of them would share it on their own as well. So this contest for us really blew up, and I think we had over 150 teachers nominated. So every single one of those people saw our logo, they saw what we were doing. Pretty sure we probably got about 3 or 4 deals out of this. And really, at the end of the day, it only cost us $100. So think about that. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to go all the way up to that. You can do 25 and 25. So do's and don'ts. Be engaging, add value to the conversation. Just again, don't just go post one word comments. Actually think about what you're going to say. I always say, give 2 sentences. People are really going to find that to be a lot better. They're going to see that on their post, that you actually took the time out of your day and really gave them something of value to their post, versus that's neat, that's cool, cute, that type of stuff. Be funny. If you're funny, don't force that type of stuff. Be relatable, be caring, tell authentic stories, be informative and share your expertise. Just don't do it too much. Out of these, I really think the authenticity of yourself is the most important. Like I said, be authentic, be you. If show your personality. People really use you and your personality, versus you're selling yourself, not the house. Don'ts, honestly, don't be overly religious, don't be political, don't be braggadocious, don't go on there and humble brag all the time. People really do sense that kind of arrogance. Don't be too informative about real estate. Like I said, people really don't care if interest rates just went down. Basically, and excuse my language, just don't be an asshole on the internet. You're a business. Don't give someone a reason not to use you. That's why I always say, don't do the political stuff. Don't be religious. Don't split your audience in half. Especially right now, too many people are getting crazy on every social media platform right now. Right now is a really great time, and I don't care which side you're on of any of it. Just don't give people a reason not to use you. Now the next one is, this is a really great strategy. and this is completely free for you guys. It's called the digital mayor strategy. So when we were talking about the Facebook pages or groups, this is where this can come into into a lot of play. So what you're doing is you're highlighting businesses and people, and like, kind of news stories and everything, interesting locals around your community. So I started a Facebook page called the Metro East Spotlight, unfortunately, right before COVID hit. And so we haven't been able to do too much. So what we do is our plan is to go to different businesses and do interviews, video interviews, highlighting those businesses and highlighting why they're part of the community and what makes them different. And you're really only talking about a 2 to 4 minute video. You're not talking about it like, we're not doing a 20-minute news story or anything like that. But by doing this, you're creating almost creating yourself as a local celebrity in a way, because once you really start doing this and you're doing it consistently, you're going to gain a following, and people are really going to follow this, and they're going to share it, and they're really going to engage in it. Now, here's where kind of one of the things nobody thinks of with this is, whenever you do go interview these people, business people are typically the leaders of a community, and they have tons and tons of friends, and they have tons of people, friends on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that. Well, whenever you do that and you make them feel special, they're going to share your content, and they're going to tell all their friends about you. This is probably one of the fastest ways to gain a following out of anything out there. So like I said, this should be a combination of picture posts and video. It's a great way to make yourself a local expert in the eyes of the community. This is something we can go more in depth on, but this is a really good thing. I want you guys to start thinking about how you can do this. And it's really not even real estate related. It's getting you to become someone that is a pillar of your community, that people eventually will be like, hey, I'm going to buy a house. I need to talk to them. So why the video part? So I know video is very uncomfortable for people. It was very uncomfortable for me at first too, but I really started diving into it. And the more I did it, the more I just run across people from my town, and they'd be like, hey, I saw your video. That was really cool. People really start paying attention more whenever you're doing stuff like that. So over 500 million people watch videos on Facebook every day. Organic engagement is highest on video posts by 49%. That means more people are apt to comment on your posts if you're doing video. 65% of all video views are from mobile devices. And the cost of video ads is actually 10% less than normal ads. So Facebook and Instagram and everybody else, they actually are incentivizing you to use video ads by making it cheaper to do. The video equipment that I always recommend are a gimbal. So that's this thing right here. What that does is like a little handheld thing that stabilizes your phone. It's specifically for your phone. Obviously a tripod, so you can kind of set it down and set your phone up. A lav mic. This is right here. That's for interviews. You can get that for like $15 on Amazon. A light ring for good lighting. And then most importantly, your cell phone. So the gimbal's about $100. The light ring, you can get these on Amazon for about $20. The lav mics are about $15. Tripods are only about $15 to $20. You can get an entire video equipment kit for basically under $150. Next up is online reviews. This is your reputation, and all this can make or break you. Think about whenever you're looking for a new restaurant in town, and obviously you're first drawn to what's their rating. That's pretty much going to make or break whether you're going to go there. Same deal for realtors. There are so many of us out there that you have to set yourself apart, and it's really, really, really important for you to be highly reviewed, because people will look you up. So I definitely recommend starting a Google business page. Google is pretty much the be all end all as far as online searches go. And if you have a business page, when people, type in your name, they're going to find that and you can get reviews on that. Next up is Zillow. Even if you're going to spend money on Zillow for lead generation, still start your business page on Zillow and get reviews on that. Facebook reviews on your business page are important. And then I don't really use Yelp, but I've seen a lot of people say that they've had success with building out a Yelp profile and then getting reviews on that too. I stick to Google, Zillow, Facebook in that order. And then lastly, helpful apps and services for creating content. So as far as your content creation goes, Canva is a really great way to create graphics and posts for Facebook and pretty much everything else. Another one is called Coffee and Contracts. Now this is actually one that costs, I think it's like $25 a month, but they will actually create content for you and then you just customize it to your business. So they actually create these really great social media calendars for you. Oh, just a second, guys. They create these calendars and they actually give you a piece of content to post every single day. They make one specifically for Facebook and one for Instagram. So you don't have to do too much work, just adding your little personal touch to it. And then honestly, in Command, designs are really good too. So definitely get in there and mess around. It's a little bit harder than what it is on Canva, but designs allows you to do some really great things. Social media management. So these are like auto posters. You can create your content and then ahead of time, and you can have it set to schedule it out. Hootsuite, Sprout Social, and Command actually has that as well for free. The other two are paid. And then video apps, this is for editing. Filmmaker Pro, InShot, and iMovie, if you have an iPhone, actually does a pretty great job as well. And there's some more too that are paid, but they're pretty high level things. So that's it for the slideshow or for the presentation. Now I'm just going to go ahead and see what kind of questions you guys have about building out your digital presence. So does anybody have any questions?
Payton, can you bring up your Facebook page?
Yeah, just a second.
And share that so that everybody can see a template of what their social media site should look like.
Yeah, for sure.
And guys, what I would recommend you do is look at Payton's, look at mine, look at Sheila's, and use them as a template, because there are some license law things that you gotta pay attention to. And if Payton, if you'll hit that real quick, we'll be good.
Yeah, just like I'm gonna pull up. Actually, I should be able to show them on. Yeah, so let me go and pull that up. Okay, so this is my personal page. So I need to recenter this somehow. It got messed up. But for my header, I have my logo. Now, for over here in your about section or your intro section, definitely have it set where it tags your business page. But your business page has to have pretty much the words Keller Williams Marquee involved in it, because that's just the license law with things and how you brand and advertise things. So the way I have mine worded is the Blaylock team powered by Keller Williams Marquee. Just has to have Keller Williams Marquee somewhere in that though. But I'll show you kind of what my feed looks like this one. When you drive by a home that you sold, this is what I'm kind of talking about with like the memes. This had like 38 likes on it, which, for something like that, that's actually pretty good. And again, it's just like dropping these little nuggets all the time that you're in real estate. People, it's keeping, making yourself top of mind to people. And then we made a post. We actually just recently partnered with Dave Ramsey. we're an endorsed local provider for him, so an endorsed local realtor. So we made a post we've actually been doing it for about a month and a half, but we figured, hey, it's a new year. We're going to start posting like financial tips on our business page. So now it's a good time to go ahead and make an announcement of that. And then there is, I forgot what I did this on, but start the year. We're big Disney fans, so this really, was big for me. We found a Giphy kind of thing of Genie from Aladdin, and we put looking to buy or sell your home in 2021. You ain't never had a friend like the Blaylock team. So just stuff like this. So we post a lot of family stuff and a lot of that. Like I said, we try to stick to that one business post for every 4 personal posts that we do. Now I'll show you my business page too. If it would load, there we go. So again, most importantly, on your name, make sure it's powered by Keller Williams Marquee. And then we post from time to time. You'll see the stuff that I just shared on my page too. Now, one big thing too is, so they really, for whatever reason, Facebook's algorithm has suppressed business pages. So I don't just post on my business page and then share it to my personal page because it gets hardly any engagement. I will make a post on my business page, and if I like it enough to post on my personal, I'll do a separate personal page post, but I will tag my business page at the bottom of that post. That way I stay in compliance for the advertising part, and people can click that and they can go like my business page. So hopefully that answered kind of some of that stuff, Barry.
Hey, the one thing I will share with you guys, if you're posting on your personal page and it is real estate related, make sure at the end of that post, you put hashtag Keller Williams Marquee.
Yeah.
Because it's called the one-click law. So if somebody's reading on your personal page and they see a house or some real estate related topic that you're talking about, they can click on that hashtag Keller Williams Marquee, and it will actually take them to topics about Keller Williams Marquee.
Yeah.
And on your personal page, it is extremely important that you do that. We have had an agent or two in the past who did not do the hashtag Keller Williams Marquee, and believe it or not, another agent from another brokerage reported them. So then you have an ethics issue and you have false advertising, things of that nature. Same thing when you're posting on groups. Pate, you want to talk about that one, partner?
Actually, what's that one? I don't even know. Is it
It's go ahead and identify that you're an agent. Yeah, you need to identify that you are an agent.
Makes sense. Yeah, guys, people get petty about that. For the most part, most people in our industry are pretty nice and they don't get like that. But there are a select few that I don't know what it is, but they feel like that they have to just be the compliance police all the time, and they'll go turn you in for stuff like that. So definitely be careful and be aware of it is, I think, the biggest thing.
And then the other thing I want to cover with you guys while we're on this class and it's being recorded is the National Association of Realtors. You may have seen it come out in the last day or so. There's a rule that just came out from the National Association of Realtors about hate speech on your business page as well as your private page. And if you've not seen that yet, it's coming. Just know that anything that is not appropriate is now illegal with the National Association of Realtors.
So that pretty much goes back to that rule I said to live by. Just don't be an asshole on the internet.
Yep.
just don't do it.
Can I chime in on a couple things, Payton?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So a couple of things with Facebook is that they are now trying to create positive Facebook experiences. So what they've recently recommended is, instead of the thumbs up when you're liking someone's post, to give it a heart or the care symbol, because that actually gets higher credibility with the algorithms just crazy. So that like the thumbs up has not as much weight. So you want to create those kind of experiences for the people that you're posting on, but also the content that you're posting. If it gets an angry face or a sad face, the Facebook algorithms are marking that as you're creating an unhappy Facebook experience for people. So if you get too many angry or sad faces on your posts, Facebook is going to put you at the bottom of the totem pole for how many people are going to see your post because they think you're not making a happy experience. So posting abused dogs and things like that, even though you want to create awareness, if you get a lot of sad faces, that's not good because then Facebook isn't going to show your post to people. So just something to keep in mind with that. Also, Payton was talking about the ring light, and I thought I would just show you guys the system I have. I'm going to turn it off really quick so I don't blind you. But this is really great when you're on a call. Okay, there you go. So it's a ring light that attaches to the table and also holds my cell phone. So that way, when you're posting something that you're doing a video for, or even when you're on these kind of things, so that you get better lighting, even if you have a window in front of you or something, it's really great. It's on Amazon for like $18, and it's got several different light settings depending on the light in your room. So really good if you're going to talk to people or you're going to post a video.
Awesome. I like your setup. That's really cool. I'm actually going to look that one up. That's cool. So as far as, content or, even like setting anything up, does anybody have any questions? Nope.
I guess I'll ask one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really feel like I have much to post on like personal stuff, like to even it out to like the 4-to-1 ratio. Like, I don't have a kid, not married, no girlfriend posting pictures or anything. Like,
Yeah.
what, like, I guess at best I do, like, I'll repost some sports articles and stuff about local teams. But like outside of that, do you have any, I guess, other good ideas?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, make it, and that's kind of where I go back to the authenticity thing. Post like what you're into. Like, I think sports are good. Whatever your like hobbies are. Like, I'll post, like, I'm a big Marvel fan and stuff like that. Like, I'll post that stuff too. Like, I'll geek out on there as well. But I mean, this kind of goes back to like you're trying to attract your tribe. So it's like people that are like-minded as you, like what kind of hobbies you have and all that type of stuff. You're attracting those kind of people because, again, most people do business with people that they like. So you're kind of putting yourself out there in terms of what you like, and people that's going to resonate with certain people. So
I post funny memes.
Yeah, there you go. Post funny memes.
I do it every day.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
That
you
way,
do it like first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is the morning comedy.
And if you don't have stuff like that, I mean, I'd say like go around town too, and like just go start taking cool pictures, like things that you think are cool, like pictures of stuff like that, and then kind of do like that community highlight thing that I was telling you about. So there's tons and tons of things you can create engagement on or create content around. I'd say just write like maybe 10 things that you're into, and start, dig around the internet and find stuff for it.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, you're a young guy that lives in an apartment in St. Louis, man. I mean, you got that whole urban thing happening.
Yeah.
100%.
Amy Hank in our office, she's in the Freeburg area, and once a week she posts where in Freeburg is Amy and takes a picture in front of something so people comment guessing where she's at.
That's not quite up. I don't know if I'm there.
You don't have to do that. Don't worry about it.
Don't be nervous.
No, don't do that. But like, go like, I don't know, like go around like Soulard or something, go take some cool pictures.
Yeah.
Again, like go find like cool houses around downtown or around like Soulard and like Lafayette Square and all that stuff, or Lafayette Park and all that stuff, and just post them.
You know, another one that I really like is all the statues, and all the art pieces, the big outdoor art pieces around St. Louis. Man, I'd go snap a shot of those, and post them because
Wouldn't it be great
people
if we had
dig
one
it.
of those birthday cake things again like we did?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that'd been awesome.
Peyton, Sheila McGlown has a question in the chat.
Oh yeah. I'm so
Um,
bad at looking in the chat.
I know, me too. She asks, do you have to put powered by on your Facebook page?
Barry, do you know that? I mean, I don't think you have to do powered by.
No,
I
no,
just
it can
do.
be your name, realtor, and then the brokerage name. The biggest thing is the brokerage needs to be on your business page.
Yeah, I just saw a lot of other people do powered by, and I thought it looked cool, so that's really
Yep.
the reason I did it. So.
Is there a rule about posting too much of one thing? Like I'm the person who posts too much, I think, of my dog. You know?
I don't think so. I mean, the way I kind of judge that stuff by is like if you start like seeing like almost zero engagement on your posts, like if people stop liking it or they stop commenting, I'd probably start switching it up a little bit. But if people are still seeing it and they're engaging with you, post as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and lighthearted stuff's always great, right?
Yes. Yeah, break up people's news feeds because there's so much crap in people's news feeds right now. Like, break it up with cuteness. Anybody else?
Hey, I do. I'm going to give you a hint. There's a lot of things out there, and I actually posted it in Google Drive. It's out there somewhere. I know I did.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of a template of what to post each day. And I will tell you, the brokerage I was with before I came to Keller, it was things like Tuesday. It was Tuesday News Day. So I would find a news article that was engaging for people, right? And it wasn't necessarily political or something horrible. It was something like, hey, did you know that the Missouri Department of Conservation just released 10,000 trout into Montauk or something of that nature, so that people would go, oh, okay, great. Then, they just happen to know. And I scope the news every morning and I would find something interesting. So Newsday Tuesday, and then Fun Day Friday was always some stupid picture of me where I got myself in trouble out in the middle of the woods, either standing in a briar patch or, stuck in the mud or something of that nature. So there was always a Fun Day Friday. And then I would put a meme somewhere during the week that was related to something that just interested me. Just kind of break it up, but think about what your pattern would be. And then you can go in and you can schedule your post in Command. Right now on my business page, I have every post scheduled and they're just flowing on my business page for the entire month of January. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch it because I went in the end of, the 1st of January and I built all these posts, and they're happening at 10 o'clock every morning on my business page, Monday through Friday.
And did you guys know? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Peyton.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and that's like a big part too, is being consistent. So that timing that Barry said, like 10 a.m. every day, that will actually, especially on Instagram, they will reward you for that in the algorithm. So the more you're consistent, the more they're actually gonna boost your post up on people's feeds. Go ahead, Sheila.
Did you guys know that there is a national calendar of like silly holidays? There's food holidays. At the beginning of the year, it takes a little bit of time, but I go through those. You can just Google search them. There's a ton of them, probably 10 different things that are the national day of whatever, every day of the year. And so I go through at the beginning of the year and grab several of those that I think are fun or funny, and it's like National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. And then my family and I will have strawberry ice cream that day and we'll do a post about it. Just silly things like that. Yesterday was National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Tomorrow is National Make Your Dreams Come True Day. Like there's just all kinds of silly things that you can create fun content around, and they always get a ton of likes. And then other people, especially if it's a food one and you post it in the morning, I have lots of people that then post pictures of what they ate that day. And that again bumps you up in the algorithms with Facebook and Instagram if people are posting their own photos on your newsfeed.
Today is National Kiss a Ginger Day.
There you go.
It is.
That's awesome.
Ryan,
Gotta go find
a
my
ginger.
nephew.
I'm going to go kiss my dog.
Do you have preferences on posts versus stories? Like what you post?
So I just heard, so let me see if I took note on this. Hold on. So one big thing, if you guys aren't on Clubhouse, get on there. And I've done some of the best masterminding with people I've ever just been part of. So Clubhouse is like this great app that is all audio only. And you can go into rooms that people are doing like just great conversations on. I was in a social media room the other day. I don't think I took a note on this, so I'm gonna have to just remember it. So they talked about doing 10 stories posts a week, I think. Like it was like they had a breakdown. It was like 10 stories posts, 5 actual like normal like feed posts. But if you're like start doing like a combination of all that, your profile, like your account's gonna get so boosted on the algorithm. It's not even funny. And that was coming from this girl that I know that runs a social media marketing company down in Arizona that said that once she found that rhythm, her business blew up. So yeah. Sheila, thank you. It is for iPhone users. I forgot all about that. I have like 6 invites too. So if anybody,
Yeah, I have an invite. You have to be invited. So if you want to be invited, just let me know.
yeah, I'll
It's really cool. It's a lot of great information.
Oh yeah, I've been addicted to that app. Like I almost listen to it like podcasts right now. I don't know if anybody knows who Grant Cardone is, but he's huge sales guy. He's written like 10 books and probably close to a billionaire. I was actually in a clubhouse with him where he was actually talking and engaging with everybody. It was amazing. It's just really cool to hear some of the knowledge that some of the people are willing to share on there. Victor, I don't think you can use it on your computer. Sheila, do you know that? No, it's strictly iPhone.
Just iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's iPhone.
Yeah. I think that's the one downfall right now. I'm sure they're working on getting it on Android since it's just blown up in the last few weeks. So anybody else, if you want invited to Clubhouse and you have an iPhone, just shoot me a Facebook message and I can probably invite you guys. I have like 5 or 6 of them.
And we can have our own rooms.
We could, absolutely. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Well, Barry, I guess that's it for me. Guys, if you need anything at all or want to go more in depth on any of this stuff, just shoot me a message. I'd be happy to sit down with you or Zoom with you. And I'm sure probably in the near distant and not too distant future, we'll do like a kind of a workshop thing where we kind of go even more in depth on this stuff. So it's good talking to you guys. If you need anything, just let me know.
Hey, Payton, make me the host real quick, partner.
Oh yeah, good call.
Thanks, Peyton.
Victor, I don't know about Telegram. I've really never used it. So I'm not sure on that one. All right, cool. All right, see you guys. Have a good one. Barry, you are officially the host. You're good.
We're good.
All right, cool. All right, see you.